go again. Another amazing week, y'all. What is up? Look, thank you for joining my show, Cutt N Up with me, your girl, Doc Honeycutt. 97.5 FM radio, the Rewind Network, powered by SM Enlightenment, and my man. I was going to say your man, but my man, Mr. Doc P. What's up, Doc P? Thank you for powering me today. That's what's up. Yes, so we do have an amazing show. But you know what comes first? Got to give my health tip. So, drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning. Well, Doc, why should I drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning? Well, because not only will it help you to wake up, but it'll kickstart your body. It'll help with your metabolism, get everything going, and it'll rehydrate your body so your body can go, for the day. Like your body, I keep talking about how important hydration is to the body. Hydration is so important. It's more important than you eating. And I keep saying that you can miss meal after meal after meal. Your body won't shut down. You're going to get hungry. But if you miss being hydrated, your body, once it shut down, it's going to take either you getting some IV fluids or a whole lot of hydration, not with just water then at that time, but your electrolytes, your minerals, your supplements that come in other things too, because your body need all of that to run on a proper basis every day. Look, I'm not your doctor. I am somebody's doctor. So this is only for entertainment purposes only. So if you decide to do any changes with your body, don't say Doc Honeycutt said to do anything. I said to consult your doctor, okay? All right, y'all, let's get in. Oh, but one more thing. I will be in the Poconos September the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. I'm going to post a flyer or the video because it's an amazing weekend. I'll be up there with the Rewind Network, the Rewind Radio as well, 97.5. We're doing a fundraiser, and we're going to have some amazing guests, amazing concert. We're going to be on an amazing resort, the Kalahari Resort, which is a water park. Man, you don't want to miss this, and it's open to the public. I'm going to be doing red carpet interviews. That's what I do. I am a red carpet correspondent. I've met so many people in my walk of life in this media, like people that only people dream about, which is why I have this great guest tonight, because he's part of a crew that people only dream about meeting. And he always say oh, Doc, I'm just trying to be quiet. I ain't nobody. I'm just one of the brothers. But I'm like, your name is attached to some very important people. And when they hear that name, they don't look at you as just not being anybody. They look at you as being part of this clan as well. So I'm going to introduce my friend. We have shared so many platforms together, and I'm so glad to be on the platform with him tonight. Every time I call him, he come. And I got a snippet of a video that I got to show you, because if you don't know what my friend is about, you're definitely getting ready to see right now. Mr. Podine.
Big up to my man Podine. Check out Mark 5.
What up, though? This Big Snoop Dogg shooting a shout out to my main man Poe.
True story. Promotion, marketing, Mark 5. That's what we doing.
Yo, my big brother Poe, he got his new marketing company, Mark 5.
He will display your project, your product.
Yo, Mark 5 Marketing. That's Mark 5 Promotion. Mark 5 Marketing. Just want to send a shout out to my man Poe. One love. That's what you call an entrepreneur.
Everybody knows me as Poe. My name is Mark. Last name is Dean. I'm part of the Dean legacy. When it comes to promotion and marketing, I covered a lot of ground as far as in the entertainment business.
All the promotion that you've seen since the DMX days, since my days to now, doing things in a very, very major way. One of the best promoters I ever seen, one of the hands-on, on-ground team that I ever seen.
Poe is the type of person that if you want to get something done, you put him on a job.
Someone to love, someone that's beautiful, someone that when you see him, you should hug him. I want to say 110% genuine.
We do marketing, promotions, branding, and special events. Like your one-stop shop. I got people that do videos, street teams across the country, so when you need special events, you need to get put together. I got the teams already there. They had a promotional team out doing the street team promotions, and I used to do that in between the time that I was doing the studio, you know. So I said, you know what? I can make this promotion thing jump.
He's gonna get it done. Like, he's a hard worker. He ain't gonna stop till he get it done, and if he say he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
The promotions for my album, Kiss the Game Goodbye, was probably the best promotion I ever seen.
Paul was the head of the promo and marketing side for us at Ruff Ryders. You know, we were hands-on.
The promotion game for it was super duper crazy because you saw it everywhere. It was like nowhere in the world you could be and you didn't see something that had that double R.
I took over DMX's project, and we would go out on a run and make sure we hit all of the clubs. We did all of the streets. We made sure all of the poles had posters on it. That's when he said, yo, why don't you take over the street team in New York? I collaborated with Interscope, Def Jam, J Records, Universal, and Sony with all our artists. They said we want to have this on a level across the country. So they recruited me.
DMX, Eve, Lox, Kiss Solo, Drag, myself, all of the big campaigns, they wouldn't happen without Mark 5.
I did a promo tour with the bikers first. I had them in each market challenge any bikers in their market that thought they could do wheelies and do what they can do. And I made it like a battle across the country.
I know Poe to be like the mastermind behind the whole, Ruff Ryder campaign.
So along with the poster boards and the flyers, the postcards and the stickers and everything, I made it a bigger look. And then I took them to the radio station. When they come outside, they see 1,000 bikers out there. They like, what the hell is going on?
Ruff Ryders' success was teamwork all the way through, from the songs to the videos to the gear, the outfits.
As a studio manager, Dame Grease was working as one of the producers. I had Swiss, DMX, Eve was just getting involved, and the Lox was coming around. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, the project, DMX project, I worked it with Def Jam. So we brainstormed. I said, you know what if we did a parade the same weekend across the whole country, and I get all the bikers to come out at every market. We hit all the mom and pop stores. We hit whatever clubs that's popping, and we hit whatever's going on that weekend. They came up with the money, and I made it happen. I'm Mark 5, Podine, branding, promotions, marketing. That's me. If you give me a task, believe me, I'm gonna get it done.
So y'all, without further ado, let's bring Mr. Podine out.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's good?
What's
Doc,
up,
who look
Paul?
like?
What's
You?
up?
You?
Me?
Yeah, definitely.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm amazing.
You are amazing. Like, tell everybody how amazing you are. Let everybody know that don't know you, don't know the Ruff Ryder story. Let them know just, some things that you want them to know.
Well, basically, in a nutshell, I did all the marketing and promotions for Ruff Ryders. I did work with Interscope, Def Jam. I did about 30 videos, music videos. I was assistant director on it. I did community service. I worked for the special needs people. There's so many different hats I wore. There's so many different things. I just think I'm amazing because I'm still here to talk about it.
How did that come about?
So when I got involved with Ruff Ryders, I took over I was doing the studio first, management, and then I went into marketing and promotions. I took over the street promotions, and then I jumped into the marketing side. So during that time, everything was popping, the music was going. 50 Cent and them started doing the promotion, but everything was online. So it changed up. So then with that change, we tried to change. So I said, I want to start my own marketing company. And I wanted to be able to offer services, social media, digital marketing, regular promotions, and all of the different things like special events. So I offer all the different services. And that's how it came about, basically.
Wow, it really takes a talent to make sure that everything is advertised and marketed the right way. Like that's a talent. Everybody can't do that.
it's not about. I think it's more of a if you love doing something, then you're gonna take time out to learn about it to be able to do it in a way that is representing you, and it's a good way where people can digest it. And I always thought when you think about marketing and promotions, the number one word that comes into play is branding. So
Absolutely.
you got to brand yourself. You got to brand whatever you promote, and you got to make sure that you put that stamp on it so everybody can see it all over the country. I ain't giving away all the secrets now. Y'all got to call me.
That's right. They gotta book
But
you, right? They gotta book your services.
yes, definitely, I'm open for that.
So, Paul, okay, let's go back a little bit because we talked about you being a part of the Ruff Ryders, the Ruff Ryder family. Like, how did you all come up with? Because I know the Ruff Ryders from the hip hop side, but I also know the Ruff Ryders from the motorcycle side because I ride motorcycles, and I see you connecting like all over the world with these different motorcycle riders from the Ruff Ryders as well. But can you just give us a little backstory on how the Dean family like made the Ruff Ryders, or how it all came together?
Yes, I could definitely do that. So when we was doing the promotions and marketing, my brother Wah, which is the CEO of Ruff Ryders, he wanted to build like a network, and he wanted to network across the country so we can have people in each market. So since we already had the top bike team and stunt team in New York, we took them on the road, and we went to like the 10 or 12 major cities and started it out, going in there challenging anybody who could do wheelies, that could stunt, and we formed a group of people across the country that was the leads for each city. And that's how we got it started. And it grew into a big conglomerate like it is today. We have over 7,000 members nationally and internationally. And that's how we got started. We got it going like that.
Wow. So how did you all incorporate, because like now everybody in the videos, like DMX, Eve, like all of them, they're on, four-wheelers, motorcycles, and everything too. So at what point were you like, okay, so we're gonna merge this, because it was brilliant. We're gonna merge this, and we're going to add the bikes along with the hip hop.
But that was the part of it. That was a part of the promotion because we come from the streets. So everybody back in the day was fascinated over the wheelies, the bikes, stunting, the four wheelers, the T-Rex where my brother got in an accident on, the dogs, the cars, the fly cars. We took all of them different elements and put it into the promotions and marketing of Rough Riders. So, we knew what the streets like. So we just catered to the streets. And that's how that came about. So we put the artists behind that,
Right.
and that's how that came about.
And you, if you don't mind me saying, like you and DMX, like y'all were really, really close, right?
Yeah, we was tight. He lived with me before he came out. He used to be getting in trouble all the time in New York, and I was out in Baltimore with my brothers. We was all out there at one point, and sometime when they go back to New York, they didn't want to take him, so they would tell me to monitor him for a minute, not babysit, but monitor him, which is hard to do because if you turn your head, he's out. You know what I mean? So, and it was good. It was a good relationship. He stayed with me and my kids and my wife, well, my lady, and we had some good experiences up and down. I was there when he lost his dog, Boomer, when he ran out in the street, got hit by the car. And I was on the other side of town, but I ran over there once I heard about it, consoled them and stuff like that. I was his road manager, so with that comes a lot of work because he wasn't the most cooperative artist, I might
Wow.
say. He wanted to do him, and he's been like that his whole life. So you don't expect him to do any different. But I always had love for him, and I always had much respect for him. I pray for him. And I hope he's in a better place and he's resting you know, getting some
Hmm.
real well-deserved rest because he was running for a long time.
Wow, wow, wow. Now, have you took on management for any other artists, since that time?
No, I haven't had an offer that was, you know, eye candy enough or enough that I would want to do it for. So I just left it at that. Plus, I went into doing some, I guess, healing because when you be in the industry for a long time, you're doing stuff and you're doing everything for other people and you never really put a lot of time into yourself. And during the time I was doing the promotions and the marketing, I was on the road all the time. So I ended up losing my family, my kids, and I didn't really have a good relationship with them. So then
Mhm.
after I got off the road, those are some of the things that I started trying to fix. And then I started working for the special needs because I wanted to give back. So
Mhm.
I started working at a special needs house for like 7 people, but it was 2 different houses I did it. And I still to the day still had love and compassion for them. So every once in a while I'll shoot through there, shoot them, have a little party for them, let them know I still think about
Yeah,
them and take them little
absolutely.
stuff, and that's it. I'm just really healing. And, right now I'm ready to jump back in the game. I wrote a book. It's
Yes,
called It's
yes.
Official. It's right behind me. Y'all see that right there
I
behind me.
see it. I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the book cover. And yeah, y'all can hit me if y'all want to try to check the book out, get on it. I'm on Amazon, but if you want to get that signature copy, when I sign it and I send it to you direct, you can hit me on This Is Podine, leave me a message and DM me and I'll make sure that I'll get you that what you need, you know.
Yes. And look, if you can't get him, hit me on my inbox as well on Doc Honeycutt on Facebook or Doc Honeycutt Enterprise on IG, and I'll make sure you get to him because we want you to get them books, y'all. We want you to
Yeah.
get those books. Right.
And go ahead. I was getting ready to tell you too while I'm doing this promotion, this little ad. I came out with a clothing line called Official. It's official.
Love
So
it.
yeah, it's just official, and then it stands for anything that's official. Back in the day, when we used to be younger, back in the 80s, 70s, anything that was real good and was nice and was hot, you say, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's official. That's official there. Michael
Yeah.
Jordan was official. When he was playing ball, he was
Right.
official ball player. Like, anybody that stood for something that was winning and it's good is official. So
It's
I,
official.
I came out with that.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about. Okay, so you interviewed Red Alert, and we also
KRS-One.
yeah, we had the honors of interviewing Kara S1 together,
Hmm.
which I was so honored to do. And I wanted to say thank you for allowing me to even share that platform with you. I mean, when I say we was there and we waited, we was not gonna not get that interview. We was gonna get that interview that night. You remember? Because we waited, we had to wait for him to perform and everything. But when it was
Hmm.
all said and done, we got the story.
That's right. That's what it's about, being patient and being consistent. A lot of times people give up on stuff, and I've done it myself a couple of times. Like if I see something I want to do and then it don't be coming out the way I want it, sometimes I'll be like, let me keep it moving and do something else. But persistence and consistency is what works because if you keep on doing something long enough, somebody gonna bend and they're gonna give you what you need.
Yeah, you was like, all they got to do is see us. Once, if we get there, they see us. We're going to get this interview, and
Hmm.
we got the interview.
Yeah.
So,
But
Red Alert as well. Like, we're gonna show your interview with him. We're gonna show your interview with Karis One and the interview that I did with him as well. So everybody gets to, see how awesome and amazing that these interviews were. Right.
got you. Let me just share something that they think that I started with Ruff Ryders. I want to make sure that they clear that I was there from the very first day of hip hop. I
Mm-hmm.
lived in Cool Herc's building on 1520 Cedric Avenue back in the 70s. We moved in the building like 71, 72, and he was in there and he started it. I didn't get to go into the party, but I went into the rec room in our building where he did his first party, and I was in the rec room when he was setting up, and I used to help him with his crates, his records when he used to DJ in the park and all that. I know all the B-boys, I know all the DJs from back in the day. So I go back from a long time from the beginning. So just wanted to make that known and make it clear that I got a lot of history with hip hop, not just with Ruff Ryders.
Definitely got to know. Look, so when they celebrated what was the 50th year of hip hop, like that really meant a whole lot to you, right?
Yeah, because they did it on our block. They did Yankee Stadium, and then they did it on Cedric Avenue, right in front of our building, where it started at, and it was a beautiful thing. I was glad that we got the opportunity to participate. I went up on the stage and spoke. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a beautiful thing. I just wish that Herc was there at that point. But he's dealing with some issues or whatever physically, and he went to Yankee Stadium, but he couldn't come back out for the next day because it wore on him a little bit. But shout outs to Cool Herc, Red Alert, all of the DJs, Theodore, Flash, Bambaataa, Disco King Mario. I can go on down the list. Starsky, DJ Junebug. I could name a bunch of DJs because that was my life at one point. When I was back in the day, I used to just go to parties, block parties. I used to go to different towns. I go to Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn. I went everywhere. I wasn't limited, to this one area. So I know a lot of people. DJ Hollywood, he was a disco DJ, but he held some significance with the hip hop too. But it was later on. There's just so many things and stories I could tell you about hip hop. Check the book out. I got some of them in there. But this is my autobiography. But I didn't go into a whole bunch of details about hip hop. But I'm gonna do a hip hop book with strictly the whole experience.
So, we know that you've had a lot of experience, like with just life, period. Life be life, and with the hip hop, with like I said, with just being around people that only people would dream about being around. Like, what would you like to see next for you? Like, what would you like to see happen for you? What's one of the goals that you want to reach?
Well, I'm simple. I'm real simple in life. In life, I did so many things and covered so much ground and been so many different places. I know a lot of people never had the chance. But what I would like to do is be able to see the world, man, in a different light, like different space where everybody is really collabing on stuff together, especially our community. It would be a blessing to me to see that us come together and start functioning as one unit, like other cultures, other people. And that's what I would want to fight towards, me helping spearhead something like that, so they can, everybody from different states, because we got people in every state. If we could just come together, not like on some Martin Luther King, Malcolm X thing, but just on be a survival. Like we don't have no ownership in anything. We don't have buildings. And the stuff that we have is minimum. It's not like we can go in a little town and say, you know what? Hey, a lot of black people own stuff in this, or a whole lot of African Americans have this over here. We don't have that option in a lot of places because we don't own the properties. So I would like to see it and be more conscious of our people to help them get out the rut, or get them in a better position so we can eat and live the way we supposed to live. Us struggling every day is not the way we supposed to live.
No, but
And
you
a
know
lot of
what?
us, go ahead.
That's easy said than done, because like it would have to first be here. Like the way that our mentalities, like the way we were taught, the way a lot of people were taught from our grandparents and our parents, like a lot of that stuff is going to have to be taught in a whole nother light so people can get it.
It's like that because we going by what used to be. Today is a
Right.
different day. Everything,
That's what I'm
they didn't have
saying.
the opportunity. They didn't have the understanding. They didn't have the freedom. Not saying that we totally free, but we got maneuver room now. With the
Yeah.
internet and with just society, the way it's built now and how fast it's moving, we have the opportunity to take advantage of it and expose all of the negatives, and also to build on the positive, to make sure that we do stuff to make sure we all good. If I eat, you eat. That should be the concept with everybody. Our whole family. If we in the building and I'm eating and you right next to me and you're not eating, I gotta try to figure out a way so we can both eat. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And that shit gotta go like a virus all over the country. Cause if we ain't struggling and we ain't going through stuff, there ain't gonna be no need for us to do no negative stuff. A person only gonna take some money if they ain't got no money. If
Right.
you got money and you good, you ain't thinking about taking nobody money.
That's right. You're right.
I ain't
But
if I'm not stressed out every day, I ain't thinking about getting high. How good. But the way the world is and the way you say life is life and all that, it brings them type of things into play. And we already looked at it as the bottom of the totem pole. So
right.
nobody gives us our just due, even when we do good. Nobody's walking around saying, you know what, them African American cats, they need their share, or they good, they doing the right thing. They don't even talk about the negative stuff you do. You don't hear
Hmm.
nobody giving no praise. We only do that in our community on social media, but the masses, they don't really know about it because they don't get it.
Right. Right. Now, is there anything that you want to touch on? Because you definitely got to come back. Like, we probably could talk for hours, but we're on a time schedule. Is there anything that you want to talk about that we didn't get to go over?
Well, now in a nutshell, we talked about me, my book, talked about hip hop, we talked about everything that we came on to talk about. But just support me. That's all I'm asking. A lot of times people don't give you a fair shot because who you are. Because I know everybody in the industry. That don't mean that I'm with everybody in the industry. A lot of times people only want to get what they can get out of a situation. So I say
Hmm.
that always support each other. And even when a person look good, that don't mean they always great. They good, but they ain't great. And you a lot of times the man in the back of the scenes that's making everything happen don't get the same recognition as the person in the front of the screen. So
Hmm.
always support the people that's putting in that work, man. That's even on your job, anywhere. Somebody that's just walking with you every day and is holding you down. Make sure you give them their props because they the one that's making it happen for you. And
Absolutely.
that's about it. Ain't nothing too much. I don't,
You're dropping some nuggets, though. How
Okay.
can we find you and follow that journey and get that book once more?
So you can go to thisispodean.com. That's my IG. You can just DM me. Basically, that'll be the best way to do it. And follow me on Facebook. I'm Podine, the real Podine or Podine, however you want to put it. You'll see my face. Everybody look at my face, you'll know what it is. And check me out, man. And check Doc Honeycutt out. She knows what's going on out here, man. Y'all playing with it. She keeps it 100% all the time. That's what's up, man. I'm good. Anything y'all need me to do, I'm always at your disposal. And I got you.
Thank you so much. And look, with that being said, you can also find me on Doc Honeycutt Enterprises on IG. You can find me on Doc Honeycutt on Facebook, Doc Honeycutt Media on Facebook, Beauties and Bikers, the Beauties and Bikers reality TV series, and the Beauties and Bikers BBWs. We're killing the game. We're in 5 million homes all over the world. Just got picked up in the UK as well. Like, you can find us on all TV platforms: Roku, Fire Stick, Google Play, Chromecast, Apple TV, Android TV, Xbox, iOS, like you name it. We're not playing out here. Like he said, Doc Honeycutt is not playing. So
She's in them streets, y'all. She's
Google
in them
me.
streets.
Google me. I'm in these streets. I'm out here. I'm pounding, and I'm gonna keep pounding. And once again, I thank you. I thank you for joining my platform, like you always do. You got to come back. We gotta definitely have you back.
Anytime, baby. I'm always available to you.
Thank you, thank you. So that's our show. Catch us next week, y'all. I look forward to hanging out with everybody. Podine, we're gonna let you go, okay?
Thank you, baby.
All right.
Have a
See you
blessed one.
later.
All right.
Mwah.